What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new. And honey, I am back in the building. Listen. This time, honey, I am back to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm also here to talk about some things pertaining to Real Housewives of Potomac as it pertains to the live that Carlos King and Dr. Heavenly Kimes did. They said a few things, honey, that Miss Robinson really was not feeling. To kick all of this off, though, I want to first go to my community page where I asked you guys some questions, and we go get off into it. Okay, so the first question that I asked you guys, I asked you, do you like Destiny as Tisha's friend or as Melody's? Who does Destiny have the most chemistry with? Okay, I'm going to tell y'all how I feel first. I always felt like it seemed more genuine between Melody and Destiny. And then as time went on, I think her personality is more aligned with Latifah, okay? Because they all have, this history. Okay, we will say allegedly, but honey, it's out there in these streets that both of them, be copying and pasting stuff, honey. Okay, so that is how I see it. Because sometimes with friends, you may start out being closer to one person first, so you kind of get in the door with one person, and then you tend to stay friends with whoever you are more energetically aligned with. So to me, it just looked like Latifah is more of Destiny's brand than Melody. That's what I see, child. Let me see what y'all think of this, okay? Let me see what y'all think of this. So one person says, let her and Tisha stay friends so they can snake each other. Another person says, neither, but she's a dark soul like Tisha, so they are better friends. Yeah, because when you look at Melody is a beast, as it pertains to growing her fan base and, her running her businesses. She does it effortlessly, right? And then you got Destiny, who shiggity is getting closed every other day. Madani, now she forced to, sell the damn candles. Like I said, it's all about energetically and financially who you can keep up with. Okay? Can you keep up? Shout out to Destiny's Child, okay? What is the name of that song? Lose My Breath. Yeah, can you keep up? You tend to stay friends with people you can keep up with. People that maybe you can outperform. This is why I told y'all a lot of men date down. Those women are more easily able to be controlled. Okay? They are more willing to be controlled. They want to be in a relationship or marriage so bad. So yeah, they will settle for certain treatment. And then you will hear certain men say, well, no, I just didn't like or want her. You always want to look at why a man doesn't like a certain woman or why he wouldn't want her. And 9 times out of 10, because I told y'all, they care about what? Control. Okay, control. Shout out to Janet, honey. Okay, that's what they care about. It ain't about love. It's not about your feelings. It's about how can I get everything I want, out of this situation. It's all about them. Very narcissistic. But a lot of men will equate that to just being a man. Okay, and no, that's the wrong attitude. Another person says Destiny was faking it with Melody. She needs an Oscar for her performance, or does she even like Tisha? Dusty is just low. Yeah, and you went over there, made friends with her op, And then you was gossiping about her. Then went to the ex-husband and was gossiping. So that's low down. Another person says, I'm in the minority, but chemistry-wise, Mel and Destiny's friendship made more sense than Tisha and Destiny. I agree. The connection between Melody and Destiny seemed more authentic and began in the spirit of supporting and elevating each other. To me, it was never equal, though. It was more Melody probably doing that for her. I think where they were equal was when it pertained to their marriages. I believe they trauma bonded and thought that it was a friendship, and it really wasn't. Like a lot of us get in relationships and we think it's this loving, mutually beneficial relationship when really we're just trauma bonded to somebody and have been with them for, way too long out of being familiar and comfortable with that type of person. But all the while, they were not good for us. So, yeah, I think that's kind of what Melody and Destiny had. They were comfortable with each other the season that they were in, and they were both experiencing some of the same things. They claimed, that's what I heard, one of them say. They claim they experienced some of the same things in their marriages. Mel has a giving spirit, while Tisha and Destiny are both what have you done for me lately type of friends. Ooh, that's another Janet classic, honey. Shout out to Miss Jackson. Okay. I love me some Janet, honey. Okay. And Tisha and Destiny, in my opinion, seem more like takers. They do. That's, it's what can I get out of you? We saw Latifah trying to copy and paste. Well, she blamed it on her web designer, but tried to, pull that shiggity with Stormy's Canvas Beauty shipping address and all of that. So, yeah. And you saw Latifah, honey. It wasn't no shame in her game. Oh, that actually helped me. We got a lot of sales, so I wasn't tripping off of it. And I was like, wow. Ain't no remorse. Stormy was like, damn, bitch, you willing to cut a bitch. But Latifah like, shit, that's what I've been doing. That's the business, honey, that I'm in. I'm Latifah. I got imposter syndrome, honey. I can't help it. Okay, can't speak, can't write, but I got all these damn degrees. I'm in a marriage. Okay, that's one-sided, but after all, honey, my man. Okay, my man. Okay, so yeah, I know how Latifah think, honey. Okay, so another person says they are the same, messy and insecure and not a true friend to anyone. I agree with that. But it's something else I wanted to talk to y'all about that really bothered me. Let's go to, so Carlos King, he got to comparing Mia's relationship with Gordon. And I felt like it was very ironic, though, that on the other hand, he's so supportive of PORSHA and Simon. Well, when they were married to each other, okay, they going through a divorce. So they say, child. And Simon, honey, a true narcissist, replaced her in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You see him with different women as if nothing ever happened with PORSHA, as if he's not married at all. So I said all that, guys, to say this. I felt like there's something wrong with Carlos. Y'all know I love him. I'm a big fan. He's very hardworking. Carlos loves all the girls. I just love his interview style. Like, Carlos is that dude. But I don't know. He gave me reason to pause. Because he pointed out that he doesn't feel bad for Gordon. Gordon knew what he was getting when he got with Mia. He was married. He goes on to say you can't escape karma. And I'm looking like, ain't that what your homegirl Pete Willie over there going through, Miss Porsha Williams? Okay, girl, you thought that you was gonna marry your castmate's husband. Y'all got engaged. Wasn't he still going through a divorce? That's trifling. It's trifling. You was in that lady's pool. You was in her face. Well, they wasn't friends, and it does not matter. You don't do that. Porsha did something that she would never want anybody to do to her, but we're supposed to feel bad for you now that Simon is out here taking pictures with all these women. Y'all know he's screwing them. Okay? And some people were saying, yeah, but he just trying to make her jealous. No, he don't care about no damn Porsha. He didn't give a damn about Fallon because he was out here parading Porsha around as if Fallon never existed. All of that is wrong. Okay, the timing of it was wrong. Now, if it would have been about 5, 6 years, 7, I don't think anybody would have cared because it wouldn't have been like right after he was with Fallon. But the fact that they moved like that and they got together so quickly while he's divorcing Fallon, you can't even wait for this nigga to be divorced. And that lets me know you was probably always messing with him when she was married to him. And Porsha planned everything perfectly. Oh, the stuff is going to come out about Fallon. We found out Fallon was pregnant by Jalen and, then she was married. So now she get to look like the homewrecker. I told y'all I don't feel bad for men when they get cheated on because I know where that comes from. That comes from the man doing the woman wrong for a long amount of time. So women move on. Men do it all the time. But y'all be expecting a woman to take all day to heal and I do think you should take time to heal. I don't think you should just move right on. Not in something serious, I will say. I don't think you should do that. I don't think that that's wise. And Fallon is a mess too, though. She has codependency issues. She don't know how to be by herself. But I was just looking, though, at Carlos and heavily sitting up there trying to tell him, oh, well, I think Gordon just really loved Mia. This was love at first sight, child. Wasn't no love when it came to them. This is lust. She's sexy. She's young. He probably did really like her. She was flirtatious. She was fun. She was probably everything the wife wasn't. And he did what he wanted to do, which is what a lot of men do. And now he's reaping what he sowed, the seeds that he sowed. Because you was a married man, Gordon. And you should have just ended things with your wife, then got with Mia. Now Mia is treating you the way you treated your wife. Like, in a very disposable manner. Like the marriage never mattered to her and she's over here with ink. And don't get me wrong, I applauded Mia, because everybody getting along. Gordon and Ink don't seem like they have any issues. Not that we have seen, but still, it's just real messed up. So for him to get to talking about karma, and I'm like, child, tell that to Porsha's ass. That's what her ass going through. He goes on to say you can't escape the law of attraction. If you attract somebody that already has someone, what do you think your fate is going to be? And it's just like, Carlos, that applies to Porsha's ass. But with Porsha, no, Porsha really loved that man. I looked at both of their eyes. I was even looking at a clip of Quad Down to the Watch What Happens Live supporting Simon and Porsha's foolishness. No, they're both older. They know what they want, and it don't take all day to know that you with the right person. The right person is not somebody else's husband. That's it. I don't give a damn who the two people is involved. Okay, that was wrong. And now Porsha is embarrassed because you thought you was about to come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta as a housewife, but once again we go see you down to the housewives with egg on your face, with you allowing these niggas to play you. Cordell played you. You was over there taking all his orders, and he broke up with you on Twitter. Are y'all noticing a pattern? Dennis got the goods. Got pregnant by him, he started cheating because he don't take you seriously either. When you are a desperate woman, these men can see that. You are desperate for their validation. They are the prize. And you are simply being taken for a ride. And you are in the position that you are in. You got money. This type of shit, I can see if it happened to somebody in the hood. They don't have a good job. They don't have access to, meeting some good quality men and going out to charity events. And Porsha has all the connections and you still out here losing. Why? But none of us is immune from the trials and tribulations of life. None of us. Don't matter how much money you got. I guess this is a lesson that Porsha has had to learn over and over again. And it will be up to her to stop having to learn this lesson. So, yeah, hopefully she learns to love herself. But yeah, I was just looking at him, and then you got Heavenly, you guys. She ended up talking about Martell and Melody and how she think they go get back together. I said, why the hell would you even want Melody to be back with a man like that had her in that burning house, that cheated on her, lied to her, had a baby on her? Yeah, they had chemistry. Yeah, they looked good together. I talked to you guys about that. I admitted that I liked the Holts. I did. I really liked their storyline more than any other couple on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But it was not meant to be. Melody is not meant to be treated like that. No woman is. To be embarrassed like that. So the fact that's how I know Heavenly has some issues as it pertains to marriages. She doesn't know how to properly assess them. Some stuff is over. It's over. Okay, and it's a wrap. It's done with. Melody divorced Martell, but no, they can get it back together, and she'll accept the new baby, and no, it's done. Even Carlos looked at her like, bitch, no. I think it's fair to say that's done. I think Carlos said, yeah, I even had to stop driving that ship because. Yeah, I had that idea. I was on stage crying about their family, and I know that, yeah, that ship has sank. So I was just looking at Heavenly. Why would you even want that for your fellow sis? You love Melody. Heavenly says she really loves and admires Melody, her business acumen. She's very focused, hardworking. She's a people person, so it's like, do you hear the words that's coming out of your mouth? You didn't want Quad to be with Gregory and he was being abusive, but see, that's the thing. Some women are, oh, well, physical abuse, that's so wrong. Cheating is emotional abuse. Having a baby with somebody that's not your wife. Emotional abuse. Dagger to the heart. That was horrible. Martell, in my opinion, was way worse than Dr. G. Dr. G was hell on wheels too. Okay, but I'm just saying, I just feel like Martell and Melody's situation, that was just really bad. And just because he didn't put his hands on Melody, that don't mean that he didn't, take her through there. Because he did. Took her through there, around the corner, and back. And Melody said, God said, go girl. God said I had to get away from that raggedy ass nigga. He ain't no good. Oh, and really quickly, I didn't like what Carlos and Heavenly had to say about Gizelle. They were like, yeah, she showed up as the villain and her laughing at Candiace and that fake tear. We all know Candiace is really emotional like that. Heavenly tried to compare her to Quad. There's no comparison. Quad don't cry like that. Not to me. Not how Candiace does. I don't agree with Candiace and her crying over certain stuff because I feel like you giving these people too much energy. They don't care about you like that, especially Gizelle and Robin. But they got on Candiace, said that, her cry was fake. But for Gizelle to laugh in her face and where's the tear? Where's the tear? Oh, it's name calling time. That was her projecting. That was her, like Andy said, being mean. And then you about to get on this next part of the reunion. You gonna cry about your dad, and she could sit up and laugh in your damn face, Gizelle. And I wonder, would you like it? You wouldn't like it. Okay, so yeah, Gizelle is mean. She's evil. She's in her feelings because she ain't got first chair no more. And she gonna keep being demoted. Like, I'm telling y'all, I can see it. Shout out to Sloan Bella. Y'all know the psychic that predicted all this stuff that's happening with Diddy, honey. She said something very potent. She said, you can't escape the frequency of your actions. And I will leave that there as it pertains to Gizelle. So Gizelle will humble herself. She probably, like a lot of y'all say, she's not going to go out like Nene because she's not loud and, she not just go tell you like it is, and she not go do all of that. She go keep trying to do that same crooked ass two-step, and then Bravo and Andy go be like, bitch, your time is up. Your time with us is up. Oh yeah, and accused Chris of touching Ashley's friends, but like it wasn't that she just accused Chris of making her feel uncomfortable, because you did say he made you go in a room, but yeah, the people was calling that out. Okay? Let me read y'all what one of the people said about this. So one person says, the issue I have with Gizelle is that she knows Chris. She's been in his home, worked on the show with him. For her to put the implications out that Chris made her feel uncomfortable and all the other stuff she attached to the story, it is what made it so bad. When people like her friend Robin told her Chris is not like that, she continued to make a smear campaign against him. I agree. For Gizelle to wait until filming to say all that stuff was really low. Yeah, because she's moving like a narcissist and being praised for it. How long did Diddy get praised for being a narcissist? He was able to steal people's publishing, take their money. Oh yeah. She is up here because she has no storyline, no husband. She's always attacking other people's marriages. Chris and Candiace is disposable to her. And Gizelle is very manipulative. She said to Candiace on many a time, Candiace, you made this bigger than what it was. As if to say, bitch, you don't have a right to feel a way about what I'm saying about your husband. You supposed to hear me out, forgive, not so much forgive me, because I see myself as the poor perpetual victim. But yeah, you supposed to just let it go. And then I go on and distract away from myself. And I go try to destroy the next person's character. So the fact that Candiace held on and was like, nah, bitch, nah. What Toya said to Mariah while they was down to the Married to Medicine fighting, honey. Candace was like, you came for my husband. You already did that shiggity with Wendy. You notice Gizelle left Wendy's ass alone because Wendy was about to go straight hood, and Gizelle looked scared of Wendy. That's why she was done with Wendy, because it's like, damn, I can't manipulate her. Okay, Monique had called Gizelle out, you guys, some time ago. Okay? That's why she said, Robin, you should be sitting on her lap. You do everything she wants you to do. You believe everything she wants you to believe. Let me, I'm also, yeah, I was disappointed. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of like all over the place, but yeah, I was kind of irritated. I was irritated with Carlos and Heavenly. I was like disappointed. They were praising Gizelle's bad behavior. She shouldn't be praised. That's not funny to laugh in somebody's face, and it's not funny. So one person says, y'all really disappointed me. He's talking about Heavenly and Carlos with this take on Gizelle's semantics. How are you more disturbed by Candace's label of the implications over the actual implications being made? I can totally understand why she doesn't want to come back for another season of this. Yeah, and then you got Ashley setting her up to get jumped. And then we got people saying, well, the girl, what's her name? Kiana or Kurana, I don't know how to pronounce it. K is what they call her, honey. Now you got people coming at Kay for defending Candace and jumping into that fight, because that's what Ashley wanted. She wanted, it didn't go the way she wanted it to go. She wanted Deborah to physically attack Candace. She wanted that. But when Kay jumped in, she ruined the plan. Ashley's ass should be gone, because she got the same sorry storyline every season, honey, okay? Chris had lost a lot of clients, and his family questions his integrity. Exactly. That's why that was so big of what Gizelle did. But like I told y'all, when you're dealing... and I don't know for a fact, if she's narcissistic, but anybody can have the tendencies of a narcissist. And they do some of the most horrific stuff, but they're very dismissive about it. It's like, oh, well, I accused your husband. Oh, well. Then she did a whole Jedi mind trick on Candace, turned everything around about the DT. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The threats, we'll just say that. Yeah, me and my kids are getting them because of what you said about my skin. No. See, that right there is Gizelle not wanting to be accountable. And I want to attack you. It's okay for me to attack you, but if anything happens with me, I'll blame it on you. Because she didn't like that Candace held her ass accountable for what she said about her husband. Remember, Candace was supposed to just get over it. One of y'all said some stuff to me about my review. Let me pull that up real quick, because I want to answer some of what y'all said. Wait a minute. So one of you guys said, why is it okay for Candace to talk about Robin and Juan, but Robin should be ashamed for talking about Chris and Candace? Make it make sense, please. The stuff with Juan is true. He literally paid for the hotel for that lady and tried to lie and get out, get out of the situation. Juan also is not supportive of Robin. He don't come to the reunions. And then I think you put, well, he's not paid by Bravo. Did you hear what Carlos King said, who used to work at Bravo? He said Robin would still have a job had Juan came to that reunion. Juan didn't come to the reunion because he didn't want to be held accountable. Okay? He didn't want to be held accountable and responsible for his actions. Yes, he filmed with Robin and he put up a somewhat of a united front with Robin, but Robin is a damn fool with low self-esteem. And maybe it's good she could get off the show and pick up her self-esteem and try to love herself and get the hell away from Juan. Because Robin is what happens when you stay with an ain't shit nigga for too long. You begin to lose yourself. You begin to lose your job or jobs. The world comes crashing down on you when you stay with an ain't shit nigga. There will be consequences and repercussions. Okay, so hopefully all of this is one big wake-up call. I don't believe that Robin is totally gone. I see her trying to climb back in some type of way. Okay, but yeah, remember, Robin had been humble for a lot of years because her and Juan, they didn't have the finances that the other ladies had. You know, they didn't have those finances. Remember, they lost all their money. They had to really rebuild and start over. And once these niggas got comfortable, they began lying and began hiding information about their marriage. And, you can't do that, Robin, when you work on a reality show. You cannot do that. But yeah, as far as Chris, Candace's husband, and Juan, one of them appears to be a really good man. Chris used to be so nice and friendly with the women before Gizelle accused him of them stupid ass accusations that don't nobody believe. I don't believe it because she keeps changing her story. Okay, she was going to get ready to sit up there and say, yeah, he made me. I didn't say that, and then denied she said it once they played it. Oh, well, if I said that, I apologize. You don't apologize. You're more upset that you didn't get to carry out your wicked plan the way in which you wanted to do it. You're just like Ashley. That's why y'all got that terrible clothing line, whatever the hell it's called, G&A, which was a big ass front. It was a storyline because y'all whack. Y'all don't have nothing else for the people. You have nothing else of value to give. Okay? Another person says they need to see the threats that Gizelle claims that, she's getting from these so-called fans of the show. I don't really even believe them. Like I said, a person will say something like that to get out of accountability and responsibility for their wrongdoing. If I play the victim too, maybe I could have a woe is me moment and people can feel sorry for me, because even Candace said all of them have gotten those type of threats due to fans of the show not liking their behavior. But you only see her trying to use that to make herself this damn victim. No, Gizelle, girl, you are a villain, okay? And villains try to victimize the true victim. They always try to do that. Not victimize. Villains try to villainize the true victims. That's what they do. That's what narcissists do. I know because of my study of narcissism. Do I know if Gizelle has that personality disorder? I don't know off bat, you guys, but she got some tendencies because I could see it. But yeah, you guys, I was very disappointed in Carlos and Heavenly, and I was like, ooh, child. And I'm not at all saying they got to agree with, everything that, I agree with or agree with Candace, but we know Candace to be a crier. We know that. Okay, so I asked y'all, as far as the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, did you feel like Candace's tears were fake? And 47% of you all said yes. 53% of you said no. I'm shocked. I thought most people felt like, her tears were real. And then people are saying, oh, well, I didn't see a tear, and it's her voice. I could tell when Candiace is emotional, it's her voice. So Heavenly tried to make it look like, oh, she was just having a moment. And I do feel like that's Candiace, though. You know, that is Candiace. I don't know what Quad does, right? But that is Candiace. Candiace will be crying over shit. I'd be confused like that. I'm like, Carlos, that ain't nothing to cry about. But then again, you can't say that to a person. That's what they feel, you know, emotional about. And I feel like Gizelle was mean as hell. She really showed her hand. But you have fans saying, yeah, I liked her more on this reunion. She was active. She embraces being the villain. And no, she don't. She don't embrace that. She just feel like I need to say something to try to save my damn job. Because, honey, believe you me, Gizelle felt a way about not being first chair. I think she, you know, she sees it for what it is. And I think that she feels like Candiace and Candiace speaking out about her skin color and saying that shiggity about her husband, she feel like Candiace is responsible. That's why for her demise on the show, that's why, her and Robin was trying to phase Candiace out by not filming with her, ignoring her, not willing to work anything out with her. Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna make you quit. But we have to understand everything ain't about money, though. Candiace is gonna be okay without the show. She sings. She does these other television shows, you know? So she doesn't need Potomac the way Gizelle and Robin do. Because what else really can they do? You know? So that's why we see a lot of their antics on this show. Because it's like they don't have no legitimate talent to stand on. They don't. All right, you guys. That's all I have to say about that, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new. And I will check you guys out in the next video.